This 4x4 is driven by CASA's Climate Smart Agriculture Advisor, Jonny Casey. Jonny's research has identified 8 technologies with potential for investors and climate impact. They are smart irrigation systems using sensors, digital information platforms, solar-powered drip irrigation, processing units and cold chain storage, biocontrols and precision applications, biological coatings to extend the life of food, and biodigesters. We asked Jonny 4 questions designed to inform investors about climate smart and nature positive agriculture. He had 4 minutes to answer each question. What are the technologies in climate smart agriculture and nature positive agriculture that are showing real promise?
On the one hand, we have things like smart and drip irrigation systems, which are helping farmers to both reduce their energy costs for irrigation, as well as reducing the amount of water that they use. And this is something that's really, really important to farmers. So there's huge demand for this. We've already seen a number of businesses that are already generating significant, in the multi-million pounds of Series A and Series B funding of different types of business models, which are helping to deliver these climate smart agriculture technologies. So for example, pay-as-you-go models, which overcome some of those challenges in affordability for farmers. We're also seeing businesses pivot towards as-a-service models or subscription models away from hardware provision, which again are helping to generate continuous revenues and helping to build business models which are showing viable investment opportunities. Off-farm, we're also seeing real significant growth in areas such as cold chain storage. So we've seen that there are new franchising business models, for example, that enable these units to be both built and maintained by different groups in different areas where there is the greatest need and the greatest opportunity as well. And what we've also seen is a diversification of the revenue streams for some of these businesses. So not just providing cold chain storage, but also using that storage as a leverage, as collateral to enable farmers to access finance to invest in further climate smart agriculture technologies. And so by acting as a broker for that finance or directly providing that finance is a new revenue stream for these businesses, which again is improving their investment viability and their ability to generate profit and revenue growth. So we've seen a real sort of growth in this in India in particular. We're also seeing some interesting opportunities in digital information technologies as well. What these digital platforms are able to do is bundle together, for example, financial services, the inputs from a particular provider, and on top of that as well, climate information services and advisory services. So it's really trying to create a much more holistic offering for the farmers. That's really improving their willingness to pay for these services on an ongoing basis. So we're getting much greater traction with subscription models. And with digital technologies, you don't have the same challenges of distribution and logistics that you have for other types of hardware technologies. So these software technologies are able to scale much more easily, much more rapidly at a much lower cost than others, which is presenting a real interesting investment opportunity as well. So in both hardware and software technologies, we're seeing a move towards collective purchasing or the use of cooperatives or village-based financing options to invest in these technologies. So whether it's hardware, we're looking at things like portable irrigation technologies. So a group of farmers are able to collectively invest in these technologies and rotate the use of those as well. With digital technologies, we're seeing, for example, cooperatives acting as sort of a knowledge gateway for many hundreds or thousands of farmers. So there are greater opportunities for collective investment where there are challenges for smallholders on low incomes to be able to individually invest in these technologies. So it's really starting to change the market dynamics.
The CASA programme is proud to be building partnerships across the world to help to deliver climate finance solutions in Africa and Asia. Visit the events page, past events section, to hear other expert viewpoints, shared in the CASA 4x4s and webinar series.